Okay, so we're talking core, and I like this because we're doing almost the do's and the don'ts of what you want to do when you're working your core.
Yes.
And you see a lot of people making mistakes or getting hurt.
Yeah, and you know the lower back is so vulnerable when you're working the core, and if you've had back issues, there's a few key things that studies have shown that it really puts a lot of strain on the lower back, and the one that's the most common is the sit-up.
Okay, so let's get down.
So if we do the sit-up, actually a flexion and a rotation at the same time is the worst you can do. Is really, this would be the don't if you have back issues.
So don't, okay, so you're talking coming up and over to the
twisting.
side.
So now you're doing a flexion and a rotation at once, which leaves the lower back vulnerable.
So bad back, that's not the one to do.
Yeah, not the one to do. Okay, so if I would move to something that's more like a plank that you hold like this, you can increase the intensity of the plank really easily by raising one leg.
Yep.
You can do it on a Swiss ball. And the good thing that I like about the plank is it's going to use the inner abdominals, the transverse abdominis, okay, which are muscles that you don't see on the surface, but are really important in the function of the core. And core training in general is really, really important because it's the initiator of every movement. So anything you do, the core acts before the legs act.
Okay, so I mean, and it's one thing I know I do a ton of it on Today's the Day, is just everything comes back to the core. So if you're hurting doing it, then
it's no good.
Then you're in trouble.
Yeah.